All right, episode 2, what's Mark up to? So you might recall in the first episode, I went to a flea market with a friend and picked up this chair for $5. So what I've done since then is I've removed the rope, the old rope seating that was falling apart, and I cleaned the chair up. I took acetone and went over it, and it was, absolutely filthy. And then I went over it with denatured alcohol, went back over it again, and you wouldn't believe the amount of dirt that I took off of it. So after I did that, I went over it with this Goddard's wax, which surprisingly actually took off some more dirt. So I guess I didn't get all of it, but anyway, it left it with a decent finish. Now, I'm not an expert on chairs. I don't know how old this thing is, but it is still rock solid. It looks factory made. It doesn't look handmade. It looks factory made. And the reason is because there's these slots here for these backs, and they're kind of oversized, so they fit in easily. And if you look at the light just right on some of these flat backs here, you can see like planer marks where the planer blade had just a bit of a nick in it, and you can see it along there. So it wasn't hand planed or anything, but it's a beautiful chair in its simplicity. I don't know how much easier you could get to build a chair other than instead of an octagonal upright, you would have square. But it's a pretty cool chair, and I certainly picked it up for the right price. So we're going to try and weave a seat, which I've never done before. And I did just a little bit of research, and I think I know enough to be dangerous. So what do you got to lose? Let's give it a try. All right, we're going to start off by clamping this down so I can go through it. Now, what I did kind of figure out was it's about 16 inches from front to back. I said 20 because you still got to go around it. 20 times 2 is 40. I figure there's probably 22 back and forth, 22 all the way across, which makes about, believe it or not, 70 feet, which seems like a lot, but that's the amount of rope I pulled off of here. Hopefully we won't be short, but you never know. I got this off Amazon. It's just rope. It's a little less than 1/4 of an inch. It's about the same size as the old rope that I took off. A bunch of it here. So, had to take it off of here because this won't fit through here. So we're gonna go this way with it. So we're going to go through and get this thing started. Now the front is wider than the back, so I'm starting with like a few times around. And look at me, I'm already losing control. All right, that should get us, I'm going to go one more time. I actually wanted to keep that back there a little bit. Okay. All right. This going back and forth has a name. I don't know what it's called, but it does have a name. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, I would say. All right. You weavers out there are probably laughing at me. That's okay. I'll figure it out as I go. I'm already losing control of my rope. Should do. What does a woodworker got to do with weaving a chair seat? My gosh. Oh well, you do what you have to do. All right, I'm going to go twice around. And then I'm going to come back. And go back here. Keeping this straight. I did look at how this chair was woven and kind of got some ideas. It was actually tied over here, but I feel like there'll be enough pressure on it once it's done to, let's see, that's one. Okay, we're going to do two. To tie in this tag end here, and I might even be able to put a couple pneumatic staples in it. Uh-oh, I messed up because I wanted to go two here. All right, so we're going to back out. This is all part of the learning process. I'm going to let you see all my mistakes, all my warts. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, now we're going to go over and through twice again. So, in essence, this front rail will be totally covered. I'm wondering if I should do the back or not. You know what? I'm going to redo this because I want to put a couple wraps back here to cover this whole thing. So I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna retry. I'm gonna reload. All right, so it's not bad enough to do it once. I've got to do it more than once. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So, all right. Now, let's see here. If I do this, twice, once, twice, then back through. Maybe I've been better off if I got a stick and wrap this around it. There we go. Well, that's more like what I want. Okay. Now, if we can successfully pull this off, it'll prove that you don't have to be a master at this to get it done. All right. That's once. That's twice. Okay. Trying to get my fat hands through there too. All right, this doesn't have to be super tight, I don't think. But it's looking pretty good. All right, so now I have to do two back here. That's one. Let's see, that's 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Right? Yeah. No, I got to go back one more time. Okay. All right. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is kind of get this rope under control. We're learning as we go. I think if I get a stick and wrap this rope, it's going to be a lot easier for me. So give me a minute to find a stick and wrap this up, and I'll be back with you. There's sticks all over this place. Twirling the rope. Almost as much fun as sanding. But it's better than having it flopping all over the place. Now watch, it's too big to fit through the rungs. Okay, let's see how we did. It'll be all right. Okay. All right. So we're going to go through, go back through. Oh. All right. So in the front we're completely covering this top rung. We started off with 3 to kind of make up for the distance that the seat is narrower in the back. Then I ran 2 around the rung, 2 around the rung, 2, and did the same thing in the back. All right, so the rest is just the same. So we'll put you on pause and we'll be right back when I go all the way across. All right, this is where I'm at with this. I've come across with 2 strands all along and then 2 around the rungs. 2 down and down below and around. So I've got this 2 pattern with a space in between. And now I'm just going over and under the opposite way. I know there's a name for that also, but I don't know what it is. And I'm just going in between, above and below, opposite each time. By the way, I'm not going to have enough rope. I misjudged it by a little, so I've ordered some more off of Amazon, and I'm going to have to wait to finish my project, but that's all right, no big deal. So I'm going to scoot this back and then tighten it up. So that's pretty much where we're at. All right, let me show you close up where we're at with this thing. So we've got the front rail wrapped. I'm gone back and forth in 2s. You can see that. And then I come across and I go over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. Then I start under 2, over 2, and just keep working my way forward. And it's pretty tight. So I think it's going to be strong. We'll see, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So that's where we're at right now. This is the north end of my back porch, and I have come to the conclusion that I'm not made for weaving, but I did get it done, and I think that's where the chair is going to live, at least for now. So when I'm grilling, I'll have a place to sit. I have a rocker here, but it's a little harder to get in and out of. So I think this is a good place for it for now. Like I said, I got it done, but it would have been a ton easier just to put a wood seat on it. I do realize that's not the look. It's a farmhouse slash country style ladder back chair. And so it fits the style, but it's not really all that comfortable either. Those two front posts kind of hit the bottom of your legs for a bigger guy. It's not super comfortable. My wife sat in it and she's small. She says it's really not that comfortable either. But hey, it'll sit out here and get used some. So anyway, just want to show you the finished product. See you on the next one. You guys take care. Bye.